Hey folks, my name is Chris and my wife and I own Yearbook Records in Lenoka Harbor, New Jersey. I just wanted to make a quick video to let you know about Record Store Day 2025, which is coming up on April 12th, 2025. If you're not familiar with Record Store Day, it's an event that some independent record stores participate in every day that features exclusive and limited edition releases. And there's also a smaller event in November called RSD Black Friday, but the main Record Store Day is every April. Now, there's a lot of record collectors who don't really like Record Store Day for one reason or another. Some people don't collect reissues, which RSD is usually heavy on. Others don't like dealing with the crowds that assemble in the morning, and other people feel as though it's like a kind of a cash grab event for record labels, rather than it being what it originally was intended to be, which is just like a day to celebrate independent record stores. I understand and acknowledge those points. I personally do still enjoy Record Store Day, and I get excited about at least like a few titles on the list every year. We do our best to make Record Store Day an event that doesn't 100% revolve around the new release drop, and this year I'm taking specific care to come up with a few bins of new arrivals, both new and used, rare and hard to find titles, new markdown titles, all that kind of stuff that won't be, we're not going to put that stuff out until Record Store Day. So it'll be something for the folks who aren't really interested in the Record Store Day releases, but still want to stop by and support, which of course we appreciate. Keep an eye out for that, and we'll drop a preview of that on socials probably like the night before Record Store Day. But of course, the highlight for most people is the new release list. So we just received like our first shipment. I just want to highlight a couple releases that I'm excited about, and then mention a few that other people are excited about. The first one that I'm excited about is this Tom Waits Get Behind the Mule 7-inch. It's got the spiritual version that he released on streaming, as well as the album version. Nothing, too crazy. I would like to I need some Tom Waits Digging in the Vaults releases or something like that. But anniversary edition of Frank Turner, Positive Songs for Negative People, that is coming out. He's been doing anniversary editions, re-releases, for the past couple years or however long it's been. So that's always something I look forward to. Hindu Love Gods, which is Warren Zevon backing or fronting the rest of REM without Michael Stipe. This is like a covers album. They cover Raspberry Beret. That was kind of like a big hit. For a band called Hindu Love Gods, it's as big a hit as you can get. And of course, we don't have it yet, but there is a 4 LP Warren Zevon box set coming out, which is going to have Mutineer and Learning to Flinch and Mr. Bad Example, and it's the first time Learning to Flinch or Mutineer has been on vinyl. So that is cool, and I'm very excited about that. And I know everyone is saying, but Chris, what about if you're not a 40-year-old record collector and don't care about any of that? Well, I have good news for you. We have we didn't get any of it yet, which I can't show it on camera yet, but there'll be the Charlie XCX, Gracie Abrams. Now those two, well, technically 3, because there's 2 Charlie XCX releases. We're going to get cut back on those. So if you were waiting for those releases and you were thinking maybe show up a little later in the day, my recommendation would be to try and get here earlier, on the earlier side. We're going to have a good chunk of them, but not as much as I tried to get. So sometimes that means we run out earlier in the day. I don't know how it goes. I never know how it's going to go. But the good news is the Taylor Swift Fortnite single we will be getting. I believe we're getting the number that we ordered. So good news on that front. And the same goes for Post Malone, the tribute to Nirvana, which a lot of people asked for. We should have ample coverage on that. So as always, if there's anything you're looking for specifically, would like to know how it's going to look for Record Store Day, so you can gauge whether you have to get here super early or you can come in a little casually, later in the day. Uh, as always, just shoot us a message. We're always happy to answer that. And of course, I try and update people if there's something that I know is going to get cut back significantly on. The Wicked soundtrack, I don't know how that's shaking out right now. We don't have any allocation numbers. I don't know what's happening with that. And the other title that we're going to get heavily allocated on is the Oasis. So I ordered something like 15 or 16 copies, and I think it's going to be a couple if we're lucky. So I wish I had better news as far as that goes, but that's about it. We should be getting the rest of our stock in over the next week or so. Once we do, I'll try and do a couple more product showcases about the new releases. Like I said, shoot us a message. Sometimes it takes us a little bit of time to respond, but we generally always do answer social media messages. It's the easiest way to get in touch with us. You can give the shop a call also with any questions. You can, yeah, that's it. So I hope to see you April 12th, or maybe before that. If you want to stop by, come visit. That's it, though, for now. We'll see you soon.